Welcome back to Book Banked and On Stage, the podcast where we help public speakers stop speaking for free and finally start getting paid for their brilliance. I'm your host, Deborah Northcutt, your speaker support concierge. And today we're diving into something that can change the entire game for your speaking business, social media. Now, don't roll your eyes. This isn't just about posting selfies with a quote overlay and hoping a TEDx stage calls you tomorrow. This is about strategy. This is about visibility. This is about booking gigs without begging in the DMs. Now, before we dive in, you know what time it is. Hit that subscribe button right now if you're serious about getting booked, banked, and on stage. I'm dropping fire just like this every single week, and you don't want to miss it. Let me tell you a quick story to set the stage. Back in the day, I had a client who was giving incredible talks locally. People loved her energy, her insights, but her calendar was full of freebies. Can you relate? Great exposure, no checks. We got her to commit to a LinkedIn strategy for 60 days. She went from unknown expert to go-to speaker and landed 2 paid gigs just from her post being shared by mutual connections. That's when I knew social media wasn't just for influencers. It was for speakers who wanted to get paid. Let's start with the obvious. Social media is the new speaker bureau. Event planners, they're not always scouring agency sites anymore. They're scrolling LinkedIn. They're watching Reels. They're saving TikToks. And if you're not showing up in their feed, you don't exist. I know it hurts, but let me tell you a quick story. A speaker I worked with, let's call her Monica, was doing all the right things. Fancy website, solid one sheet, great testimonials, but no gigs. Crickets. She started posting on LinkedIn twice a week, giving bite-sized tips from her keynotes and tagging past event organizers. Within a month, she got invited to speak at a women's leadership summit, and they paid her $5,000. The kicker? The event planner said, "I've been following your content for a while. I knew we needed your energy." According to a 2024 survey by SpeakerFlow, 78% of event planners said they checked LinkedIn before reaching out to a speaker. So yes, this works, but only if you work it right. Now let's break down the social playground. LinkedIn. This is your main stage. It's where decision makers live. Instagram. Think of this as your speaker highlight reel. YouTube, your content library. Great for full-length clips or playlists. TikTok, bite-sized brilliance. Younger audiences and lots of discoverability. Facebook, still strong for groups and visibility in niche communities. Focus on the platform where your audience and buyers are. And remember, you don't have to be everywhere. Just be somewhere consistently. If this episode is already getting your wheels turning, hit pause and leave a review. It helps more speakers find the show and support this movement to help speakers like you get paid. Now let's be real. Most speakers post content that says, "Look at me," when they should be saying, "Let me help you." Here are 5 high impact content types you should be posting. Mic drop moments. Number 1, short clips from your keynotes or panels. Number 2, speaker tips. 3 mistakes speakers make, or at virtual events, or what to do if you lose your place on stage. Number 3, behind the scenes, you prepping, traveling, or even rehearsing. Number 4, client and event highlights. Post event recaps with tags and shout outs. And number 5, personal insights. Let people into your journey, your first paid gig, your biggest lesson. Here's a pro tip for you. 85% of social media is watched on mute. Always use captions. Here's a sample weekly content plan for speakers to help you out. On a Monday, a 1-minute motivational story from a past speaking gig. On Wednesday, you could post, share a speaker tip with a simple graphic. And Friday, post a reel with footage from an event or a testimonial. Also, please stop posting, "I'm available for speaking," with no context. Be intentional. Every post should answer, why should someone pay me to speak? Let's talk about the real goal here. We don't just want likes. We want invites, contracts, checks. Here's the social to stage conversion framework that I use with clients. Step number 1, show value. Don't just shout. Instead of saying, "I'm available to speak," demonstrate your message. Share audience takeaways. Drop knowledge. Don't pitch, teach. Step number 2, use CTAs or call to actions that spark conversations. Try, "Want to bring this message to your team? Know an event that needs this talk? DM me if this resonates with your community." Step number 3, make your bio a booking funnel. Your bio should say, and this is just a script that you can use. I'm going to give you the script, and then I'm going to give you an example of how I filled in this script. I help your audience with what problem through what's your solution. Now, here's my example. Here's how I answer that. I help emerging speakers get discovered by event planners through optimized speaker profiles, strategic content, and back-end support. You see that? I help my audience is emerging speakers get discovered by event planners. That's the problem. Through optimized speaker profiles. That's still part of the problem. And the solution is with strategic content and back-end support. That's how your bio should be presented on your LinkedIn profile. And also you need to have in your profile, now booking, when are you available for booking? September 2025, January 2025, whenever you're available for booking, you need to put that in there in your bio. And also you should have a book me link or a book me email, and the link should go directly to your email. Step number 4, link it all up. Your LinkedIn bio, speaker one sheet, booking form, demo reel, or even a free resource should be in your bio. And number 5, be referable. Always follow up with a thank you message after speaking or being tagged in an event. Then say, if you know someone looking for a speaker in whatever topic you're speaking on, I'd love an introduction. That one sentence has landed more gigs than most pitches. You don't need to post every single day, but you do need a system when it comes to posting. Now, here's a funny story. I know a speaker who ghosted their own social media for a month. So let me tell you what happened. The speaker that I knew, she had a speaking engagement coming up, and she was feeling on top of her game, except for one little thing, her social media. She told herself, "I'll skip this week and catch up next Monday." Well, you know how that story ends. That Monday turned into a month. When she finally logged into her LinkedIn after 4 weeks of silence, and what did she see? A message from an event planner that said, "Hey, we're looking for a speaker for our fall conference. Are you available? We need someone within the next 2 weeks. Let me know." That message was from 3 weeks ago. She missed the opportunity. Why? Because she ghosted her own platform like a bad Tinder date. Your next gig might not show up in your email. It might be sitting in your DMs. But if you're not present, you'll never know. Your feed is your storefront. And when you disappear, your open sign goes dark. So even if you're busy, batch it, schedule it, do a little something to stay consistent because silent doesn't sell and visibility books stages. Batch your content weekly. You can use tools like Canva, Later, or even a Google Doc to outline what's coming up. Repurpose your talks into 10 posts. And here's a mindset shift. Stop trying to go viral. Just aim to be these 3 V's: visible, valuable, and vocal. You're not just building a feed, you're building familiarity. And familiarity is what gets you booked. Now let's recap. Social media is not optional for speakers. It's how you can get seen. Post strategically. Post consistently. Post with conversion in mind. Be the speaker who teaches and transforms, even online. If this episode helped you, share it with a speaker friend. Tag me when you do, because I like to know. Let's help more speakers get paid. Thanks for joining me today on Book, Banked, and On Stage. I'll see you next time. Until then, stay bold, stay banked, and keep owning the stage.